gosh. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mega Man. Hi, Peyton. Hi, Peep. Hi, Wolverine. Hi, Anton. How's everyone doing today?
Hello.
How are we doing, gamers? I'm having a very, very eeby-weeby, schleeby kind of day. Oh, the gamer.
Here, I'm gonna send you an image. You should put it on the screen, okay?
Oh yeah, this is an important image. Yeah,
This is literally me this October season.
yeah, I'm gonna let you all take a little peep at this. Create a browser slur.
This is literally me.
This is the bunny, in case you were curious.
I'll make sure to credit that picture to where I found it. Bunny's literally going around and asking you for treats. It won't trick you.
No, those tricks from a bunny are very upfront.
Unless that bunny's walking on two legs and just wearing gloves and it's Bugs Bunny, he will trick you. Anyway, hi. It's been a slightly odd, like weird day, but like at the same time, it's been a good day. I did a funny little work in progress that I won't share. I won't be able to share until closer to Halloween because it's a fun personal project.
It's just very fun.
So gonna somehow have to manage to work on the Patreon picture.
Happy Gumshoe Miss. The only haunting happening in this stream is Gumshoe.
God, I mean, we met him. He's no longer. He's escaped the haunting the narrative.
True. Instead, it's Mia who is still haunting the narrative, literally and figuratively.
Mia and
like
Maya.
In case 2, she was like literally haunting the narrative. Like she was just popping up, and then like in like case like the next one is like, okay, well, you know, it's her absence that is significant here. So figuratively haunting the narrative.
He may not haunt us, but he will always haunt our hearts.
I don't think he's haunting my heart. I think he's nice there, actually. Oh.
God.
Gosh, also, 8192, because buddy. There you are. Colette called for a shiny hunt at the end of the last stream that I didn't see, so I'm doing it at the start of this stream so that we have video evidence and nobody thinks that we cheated on it. 6426. No dice.
Alright. There, Colette got her bits worth.
Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you go gambling, I suppose. Now,
Also, somewhat of an announcement, I will be updating the talk sprite to be Bunny at some point.
Maybe sometime in the future. I don't know.
Look, dear, you know how busy I am. You literally watch me be busy.
I know about this shit. Right now, we gotta get busy to throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what contradictions stick in Ace Attorney.
Indeed. In Ace Attorney land.
Yeah.
The new theme park.
Now you can get accused for murder you didn't commit.
It's just a courtroom. It's literally just a courtroom.
Yeah, but it's like all of the different like brackets. So you have like baby court with the baby judge in there. And it's really cool. You never get to see that in the game usually.
That's a backstory we weren't privy to. Yeah, Peyton evolution.
Alright, let's get into it, dear.
Yay!
Case 1-5, Day 2, Trial Former. Former? Uh-oh.
What?
First time they've had to use that wording in the save file?
Former?
Yeah, I think they're going to start splitting trials into 2 segments separated by a save because they are that long. So that's fun.
Fascinating.
Yeah. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. That's right, it's 3 hours in the court waiting room. Let's go!
It was mentioned before, Anton. Don't worry.
It's okay, Anton. You don't have to be the tooltip. I assure you that you do not have to be the tooltip. I pat you on the head, okay?
Yeah, it was one of the first things we were told about Case 1-5.
Oh boy, for a start, we get to start with me doing a voice. I'm pretty sure this is my character, dear.
Yes, this is, but I just also realized at the same time I'm going to have to remember all the voices I did.
Yep. How did the investigation go yesterday, Miss Valentine? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Miss Valentine, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client.
Huh?
The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Miss Valentine.
Without a fae helping.
My first trial without the fairies whispering in my ears.
The Whoopertingers! Get out your wingwoes silly!
Yeah, true. No one's going to bail me out this time.
Ah.
I'm haunting the narrative in a real way this time, Valentine. So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Let's do it, Miss Valentine. I'll be with you the whole way.
Yippee!
I love that the defense attorney is allowed to have a companion in here.
Yeah.
A support animal.
You're petting her to calm down in the middle of the courtroom.
Yeah.
February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 9. That's way bigger than any of the other numbers. This place is actually way larger than I first thought.
Goodness.
Yeah. Oh.
Tex, I believe Colette plans on having a Fae-focused one.
Yeah, I think defending Forge would be a bit too overt, but, Are numbers higher than 5? What the fuck? Hold on.
What the fuck?
I start counting on my fingers and I run out, like, what the fuck? What do I do?
Fuck.
They're making this shit up.
God. Larry Butts
is now in session for the trial of fucking his Larry. What the heck am I supposed to do, man? I only got these.
How long was somebody going to? Were people going to tell me before they told me there was a number bigger than 5? How long were they gonna let me go on?
They're all working against me, Nick. Good lord. Okay, let's actually start voice acting. Drought is now in session for the trial of Miss Fauna Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Oh boy, who is? Oh, Tedrith. Okay.
Well, no, you see,
Prosecution
Tex.
has been ready for. I said the prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Oh, apologies. This trial is starting late. I heard I had to babysit a junior judge over in the baby court. The usual sitter was not present today.
God. Awesome. Love it.
Man. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Miss Valentine.
Keep it in your pants. Understood.
You're
Yeah, that's
the
the
one you're
Tex,
talking
you don't
about.
understand the lore here. The lore here is that judges are like a separate, like, alien species that crashed into Earth, and we raise them in courts. And they never go outside because it would be too scary for them. So there's like generations of judges being raised like in these controlled environments, and this is just an old one that we have for the adult court circuit. But there are baby judges in baby court.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's very funny, just to reassure you. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, and not those of anyone else.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, she's much more forceful in person. Suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
Well then, I'll call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
Oh,
I forget, did I voice her?
I think I did? Dear, check the video real quick.
Okay.
Anyways, here comes the giant lady that I drew after last stream.
Yeah, just, make sure you paste in over the real image of her with the image Viola drew. Make sure you imagine that this lady is extremely large.
Correct. It's very important.
No, I voiced her. This is one of my characters, dear
Okay,
Angel.
cool. The Cough Up Queen?
Oh, haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
Judge is really wolfing it down.
Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession? Angel and Edgeworth have very similar like tones of voice the way I do them, so this will be funny. Ah, and you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Is that all they're feeding you here at court, Judge?
When they move on from baby food. Name, profession, now! Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm
Angel
not finished eating.
Angel Star has laced the judge's caviar with needles!
Here, you are close to your mic.
Oh shit! There we go. I moved it away.
Okay, thank you, you're so cute.
Anyway, she's laced the judge's caviar with needles.
Yeah, but it's okay because that's actually like a normal part of his diet. You know, see, most people need to like have like iron like a bit in their diets for the sake of like their blood and stuff, but the judge actually uses nickel in his biology. So he actually needs like a bit of a supplement in his diet. Hurry it up!
Very well, Miss Ezra. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, mister.
Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutors, not block A?
Nope.
Okay. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking your prosecutor's spaces, yes?
The crime
I'm
took
not
place
going
by a
to
car
game
in the
for the
back
Nets.
A block the crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife. Just pulls it out and waves it around with this knife and went to drive the body out.
Killing you, she says, waving it through
Stabbing
the air.
you, stabbing you, stabbing you.
You should have seen the
Stabbing
look
you,
on
stabbing
your
you,
face.
stabbing you.
Killing chat.
Killing chat. God.
Not again!
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Parking lot floor plans added to the court record. The parking lot with Edgeworth's car.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Oh, it seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Miss Valentine...
This is actually the shortest case in the game. You just lose right here and you can't do anything about it.
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
Beneath your giant ass, yeah.
If you can,
Uh-huh.
then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Killing you.
Killing you? This is Battle Royale court now.
That's what courtroom number 9 is for.
True. That's where you played
PvP
Mighty
enabled.
number 9. In this.
PvP
Testimony.
enabled.
Witness's account.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
The judge just pack bonds with whoever speaks to him last, except Phoenix.
Yeah. Phoenix smells weird, so the judge doesn't trust him.
God, a pack? Is this real? As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
Thinking about it. It's merely a flesh wound, Miss Valentine.
Very well, Miss Valentine. You may cross-examine the witness.
You didn't get crushed two-dimensional yet.
Cross-examination. Witness's account. Now this boyfriend, he's the detective?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several? Can I be one?
You gave me caviar. I must have you.
Oh, I suppose what we had was special.
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join?
Very much.
The yet another boyfriend is still open for applicants. He couldn't possibly. Note to self. The judge think before replying.
God.
Awesome, we just fucking predicted the bit.
Yeah.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything there. Fuck. Ah!
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Also, dear, I do like that the mochi thing on top, the onigiri, you did have it drawn with a bite taken out of it in the in the true version.
She sampled that too. By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed, it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
Edgeworth, are you sure you don't want to be on the defendant's side again? Are you sure you don't want to be the one accused again?
He just quietly walks across the room and leaves his desk empty. Alright,
I want there
continue.
to be like... I want the objection to come from the other side, but there's no voice clip to accompany it. It just pans over to an empty desk.
Well, this is an unusual proceeding indeed, but I believe, as they say, next man up.
We must allow anybody to speak. Very well.
Line, dear, line.
I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by the bits. Anyway, I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was... Oh wait, no, she's going deep mode. I was certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Yeah,
We can always make it look
exercise
good.
the straw grasping. We're dealing with Edgeworth here. I need something more substantial than that.
Can you tell us what the suspect was doing when you saw her?
Okay. No prints.
Make stuff up until you win. French fry in the keyhole.
Gosh. Right. Understood.
Ah.
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs.
The chest?
The penis.
Oh.
I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
Oh, I'd love that.
That's what we made, dear!
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Rise from the ashes? Yep,
Yeah.
Mufadrome, welcome, first time chatter.
Yeah. What is up?
It does sure have a pair of women in it, yeah. Gosh.
Huh. I'm sure 4.5 is not as much of a discrepancy as I would want it to be. Especially since she was seeing it from a ways away. Well, what do you think of the blue badger?
Throws them at you. There's now a wild animal.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late?
Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Miss Valentine. We can make it. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
No. Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Just keep our heads cool and press the witness of it, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
Indeed. Didn't give us a time or anything. Like, there's the nitpick of if your boyfriend was the security officer up in the security room, why didn't he see anything if he can see over the wall? But it's probably not what they want right now.
We haven't reached that. We haven't unlocked that point of the argument yet.
How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of the crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Oh, that hair flip is so cool. killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. If I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Ah, she's got a real bone to pick.
She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
Alright, so my dinner is ready, so we're all gonna have the time to think about what the fuck they want us to do here while I go get that to eat. Okay?
Okay.
Yippee!
Wowee. I have no fucking clue, y'all. I have really no fucking clue. Got some what I can call generously called leaps in logic at points. Goodness. You invent the easy time post-game DLC for video games instead of the big challenge post-game DLC? Gosh. You got some bunnies in this chat as well as yourself, so leaps and hops are in abundance here. Unfortunately, I'm not smart, so I don't know the logic. I can't follow the logic.
Oh, Waga. Oh boy.
A waga, dear, a waga.
Okay, okay, so let's think about what we got here, right?
Okay. Well, you're not on the screen.
I know. I'm just because
Not on
I'm
the
so cheating, I'm
screen.
just
Oh,
thinking.
okay, you're just...
I'm
okay,
just thinking
okay,
right now.
I understand, I understand.
Just think about the evidence that we have clear that we won't be able to do anything without presenting something. But what to present? What can we present? The phone, maybe? Because if she made a phone call immediately after the murder, but she didn't testify on that, did you actually see it? Because she was just doing it right then and there, right? Maybe that's it, maybe. Anyways, I'm eating the meat of loaf.
Ooh. Gosh, I mean that sounds sensible. For the logic they want you to follow here. Whether or not it's the actual logic that you're gonna want to follow is anybody's guess, but it's like, oh no, this is too early to make that connection yet. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I get that, like, it would be too complex to follow every order of chain of logic, but it almost makes me wish like you could like skip forward, like being able to, if you make a connection quicker than the game allows, you know.
But alas, they wrote all that dialogue and they're making sure you see all of it.
Yeah. Awaga.
I believe there was like a thing for a bit. I don't know if people still do it, but it was like this client that let you like basically do an RPG version of Ace Attorney, where all the players are like different roles and they're like given like, okay, this is what you know, this is what you want people to know, this is what you are hiding from them, and like you actually just like RP out an Ace Attorney trial that's like been made custom. And if you make the connection early as the defense attorney, like, then yeah, that's something you can do.
Gosh, that actually sounds pretty fun. Sounds very fun. Something I've been idly thinking about that's completely unrelated to, was it objection.lol? Isn't that like...
That looks to just be a screenshot creator. Not like, this was like an entire like client where you connected to the internet and you were like playing this shit out with people. It was like a chat room.
Hi, Colette. Unrelated to Ace Attorney, I've been thinking about, idly thinking about the Proximians, one of the alien species in Bellatrix's setting.
Do you want
the
to
ones
see
around
Proximians or Proximans?
I think I like the sound of the word Proximians better than the Proximans. And it also does have simian in it, which is, you know, related to humans. Although they are tars, so they are physiologically not, you know, humans, but, you know. I'm just trying to think about their like, what the sound of their language is. I'm not going to try and make a conlang, but I'm going to try and figure out the sound of their conlang. What sounds might they lack? What sounds might they have that we don't have? I have to think about, like, their mouth and throats, if they're just, like, slightly different than ours. Are they really good at making pharyngeals? And thus, I would find it very hard to even speak their language?
Yeah, they invented a new sound, and it's called Garf. And there's like a variation on the letter that you write for, where you add little like diacritic marks, and that's called a Garfield. And they don't know why everyone like from Earth giggles when they say that.
Dude, God, I think it would be funny if there's like, not like universal, but like something that keeps recurring in many alien societies in Bellatrix's setting that we don't know why it keeps doing this. What would be the funniest thing to recur? What element, what character, what thing? Not every single society out there, but just like Bellatrix keeps seeing this pop up and is like, what the fuck? Is this like the secret to the universe or something? Oh, Will Smith? Well, Will Smith wouldn't be alive, is the thing. She lives in the 26th century. Will Smith, unless they made him immortal, Will Smith would be dead. Needs to be like a visual element, I think.
Common motif in art across the universe that looks suspiciously like a baseball.
In one alien society, that is like their like religious symbol. Silly little guy that looks very similar everywhere she sees.
Baseball? God?
God. God. By the way, I hope that you all are prepared for baseball tonight at 8:10 p.m. Eastern, where the Mariners and Blue Jays are playing the do-or-die Game 7 to determine who gets to go to the World Series and lose to the Dodgers.
Yeah, determining who has the honor of getting swept by the Dodgers in the World Series and getting like 3 runs total.
Yeah, it could be the Mariners who make it to their first ever World Series ever in their, like, 40-something, 50-something years of existence. Or the Blue Jays, who haven't been there since 1993. It is Mariners at Blue Jays, so Blue Jays do have home field advantage. Whoever wins takes it. It is the do-or-die Game 7, so I think that'll probably be far more interesting than the Monday Night Football tonight. I'm probably not even going to watch football, not gonna lie.
Okay.
This is the last game for the Lions before the bye, but like, I just don't really want to see them get wiped by the Buccaneers. The main thing is I know the general body plan for the Proximians, where they are a tar shape, probably with a long tail. I'm wondering if they should be like semi-aquatic almost. So they would have like a little bit of a fishy look.
Close to Animorphs, I think.
Sure, I'm not familiar. Either way, I might be good to know about these things before I accidentally reinvent them.
Just gonna send this to your DMs and say, is this what you were imagining?
No.
Okay, good.
Definitely not that, and the face, no. I'm imagining something, I'm pretty much like, I need to not, like, fight the vision I have in my head. I'm imagining, like, a very sea creature looking thing. What if a little, like, Mario 64 Dory, like, looking creature, but, like, a little more slender and sleek and on 4 legs, and also they had the tar top half, you know? And Anton Viola showed me a picture. I can assure you they have no eye stalks. My view of aliens is that they don't have to be piles of flesh with eye stalks and fins and shit like that. Aliens can actually look cool and interesting and like us.
I sent her the image. You don't have to explain what she's seeing in the image. I sent it to her.
Well, they didn't know that you had sent the image. If I don't miss too much. You missed the start of the case.
He got us scratching our heads with this testimony, and now I'm eating mashed potato.
I have a bag of Cheetos I might want to open and eat. Perhaps. Maybe. Here, what if instead of mashed potatoes, it was smashed potatoes, and it just like looked like carnage? Looked like
They
violence.
have those, but it's not like mashed potatoes. So when you have like little potatoes, and you just like squish them down flat, and then you like roast those in the oven. Those are smashed potatoes.
True. I think I've had those before. We do have potatoes now, dear. We do have potatoes. I think my mom is probably going to use a bunch of them to... big russets. I think my mom is probably going to use them to make the soup. I don't know how many she will use, though. So if it turns out that there is a potato left, we have potatoes, we have bacon. I could totally, like, I could, like, dice up some potato, I can cook some bacon, I can cook an egg, and I could have a rather hearty breakfast. And some home-style fries of just, like, cubed potato and some bacon. Anyway, I'll save the Cheetos for later, because now we are...
Okay. Let's get right back into it. Let's lay down a little safety save, but I feel like that might be it. Like, it's not even, it's just like the absence of it, you know? Like the absence of mentioning the phone call that happened immediately afterwards.
Yeah, backed potato.
Alaga! Nope. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh well, it's not hard to believe that it wouldn't work when all you say is that it contradicts it. I know it's just the standard response for when it's not the right answer, but like, it is funny to just imagine that like canonically you just do a shit job at like saying it.
Yeah.
You just make an unconvincing argument. Argument.
Yeah. Is it something really, really obvious? Like, oh, if she does have the
Prince, how do you know you're right? Huh?
Like some basic ass bullshit like that. We're thinking like 3 steps faster than this game could ever imagine. Okay, thank God it wasn't that simple.
But dear, the statement contradicts the evidence.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck. Hey, check this out.
What about the part where the victim seemed to write a note before dying? Did you mention that?
Do we want to ask a chat for a hint? Specifically, somebody like Colette?
Maybe, I just... Man. This sucks, dude. Like, we don't have any fucking evidence right now. But I mean, she basically said absolutely fucking nothing. And all of the evidence is regarding things that she did not talk about at all in her testimony. So, like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Again, this is the shortest case in the entire series. You just give up and die. This is canonically the last case of the
Sure
series.
thing, dude. Mike, what?
Can I read through the statements again?
Yeah.
Wait. Visiting her boyfriend. Oh, I guess she already explained that she had to park in Block B.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend is in Block A. Fuck. Okay, I thought I was onto something.
Here,
And
let's
I
press
bumped
this,
my
I
head
guess.
into a wall.
You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
Felt like... How would you say? Oh, yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Great work!
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Oh. Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
The odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Well, we saw the judge get horny for a second, so I think that blows this case wide open.
True, maybe.
Ma'am, what are you yapping about?
Right, like that was there at 5:12 p.m.
Edgeworth's parking stuff. Because she doesn't, like, mention the time is the thing. So you can't get her on time.
Yeah. It's between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m., which is extremely unhelpful. And the parking stub doesn't do anything for us. And the note apparently doesn't do anything for us. Even though you apparently immediately walked over and then they immediately fucking called the cops on her, and yet there was time for all of this shit to happen? But whatever, because you didn't talk about it in your testimony, that means we don't have anything to go off of here. Like, what the fuck?
What's that second thing? That's the ID.
Yeah.
This is like a scammer ID where all the, like, everything else is blurry, but then the photo is perfect. Atomic Shrimp makes fun of this on his scam baiting videos.
Uh-huh.
Peyton thinks they see it. Yabba dab.
Yeah.
It's all new. This is all new dialogue.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm clicking through it.
It's okay.
Because it's not useful
Yabba
at all
dab.
here.
Mm-hmm. Bruce
Okay,
Goodman
there.
is also a very scammer name. Hunbum to rotate, dear. Miss Valentine, why are you eyes closed and waving your hands around as if you are rotating some object in your mind?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's nothing left. Nothing left for us.
Goodbye.
This case is over with, and so is my career. Changes the course of your life forever because you lost one case.
God. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my
Fuck.
God.
I'm completely stumped here on the very first testimony. The only three things that make sense to me have been shown to mean absolutely nothing in this context.
It definitely feels like there's a connection that we've missed.
Like... Does it have anything to do with... Why was it... If the boyfriend was in the security office, why didn't he see anything? No?
No. Colette is here if she
Please.
if we need her.
I have absolutely
Colette,
no
please.
clue.
Colette is the only one.
I will literally,
say
yeah,
that.
especially Anton, don't. Don't spill the whole
Colette?
fucking case, Anton. It's just Colette. Press the statement
Press
about
the
the
statement.
Yes. Okay. There. Yes, we mean Mr. Edgeworth's car. Mr. Edgeworth. Incidentally, the knife which victim stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is, and the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant. Saw her from no further than 30 feet away.
Is
I'm
that
certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Just do what we can. We can always nitpick. In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Wait. There's just new
Just new
dialogue
dialogue?
now?
for
What the
pressing
fuck?
again?
That's bullshit! That's fucking bullshit!
Ah, yes, the definition of insanity.
That's fucking bullshit! The order that you press is now relevant? Good fucking lord. Alright. Witness, in your
Proceed.
testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
She's going intense mode.
That was
I
hardly
believe I've-
erotic of a statement. Anyways,
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
a photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. She's
Good
against
Lord.
both of us.
Yeah, getting information out of her is harder than getting her ass through a door.
Dear, this is silly and awesome. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo added to the court record. The moment of the crime as photographed by Angel Star. Ah, that is unmistakably Lana Sky.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Oh boy, back here again. I'm back in the fucking building again! Well,
So is the point that, like, you're supposed to present this? Because,
she's not holding a knife?
like, she didn't get a picture of her actually doing anything? She just this implies that she, like, took a picture after, like, the murder had already happened and she had dropped the knife, but also not the phone.
Where's the guy?
In the trunk, I think. Yeah, but he actually wasn't he splayed out of the trunk? What the fuck is going on here?
Did she take it at the No, but you'd have a fucking arm. You'd have a fucking arm.
Yeah, right?
laid
Like,
out.
where the fuck is he? Where's the dude?
Where's the guy? She could have stabbed a tomato in anger and gotten it all over her coat.
Right? Like, what? Huh?
Then the tomato
What?
turned into Bruce Goodman, like the Christian baby in the baseball game.
Yeah, exactly like that, dear. I guess I'll
Uh-huh.
try and press using this. Awaga!
Alright, okay, we're following some chain of logic.
And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stabbed the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
Well, I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
Can we get a new judge, please?
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Don't say it. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Yeah, like, no victim, no knife. You were just making shit up compared to this picture.
This picture just displays that she has a dirty coat on.
Yeah. And that she is in Edgeworth's trunk and is wearing a coat with blood on it.
It was Edgeworth. It was Edgeworth again.
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
I think Edgeworth realizes he might not be right here. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Miss Valentine.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Awaga! And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
Ah, yes.
It could be purple ketchup for all we
Hard
know.
to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Miss Valentine, I see no problem here.
No problem. Except
Oh.
you.
Wait, and no problem except you. But also that could work
Yeah.
for you as to say as well. Miss Valentine, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea?
Alright,
Well, what's the objection we're supposed to raise here?
knife? Stab Edgeworth.
Because this
They
is
both say the
apparently a
same thing
call
when make out?
made immediately afterwards, right? Is this where we're supposed to present the phone?
What exact time of the murder? Well, I guess we don't know exactly.
You know, it's just
Died within an hour and a
between
half,
4
yeah.
and 5:30. But Edgeworth's car got there at 5:12, and the call
Okay,
was made at
5:12 and-
5:18, which, yeah, means that anything that happened with Sky must have happened in that 6-minute period. And she made a phone
Yeah.
call at 5:18.
So I feel like
So why is, like, if this was immediately after the murder, then
Where's
wouldn't
the phone?
there be the, yeah, who was phone, Miss Star?
who was phone? We got her. We got her ass with who was phone, dear.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
How uncharacteristic of a professional witness. That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
I'm sure you've had that personally.
I utilize this strategy every day of my life, for every meal, and also seconds. Anyway, well, now that we're not being H anymore, good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good.
I
Good
believe the
advice.
advice is, if you want more information, ask a follow-up question. Otherwise, ask a specific question from the start.
Yeah. Your Honor, she's just saying things to try to sound clever. Your Honor, she's yapping. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Awaga! Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
Jump scare!
Edgeworth jump scare! I appear before the photo instead of behind it.
These gloves do seem to be to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. Sorry, I was dipping more into Edgeworth than her. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Say, driving gloves?
The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Stark.
This is bad. Just got them thinking it was all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. Got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound, Miss Valentine. We can make it. Can you stop saying that?
You said that before. Anything else? Oh, God.
Scientifically speaking,
Okay.
Scientifically speaking, I feel as though my dialogue was fast-forwarded.
Oh,
through.
fuck. God damn it.
You're
Ow, ow, ow,
her. Being strangled as you're flipping through the dialogue. Stop skipping my dialogue!
Okay, how about this?
Huh?
We can prove
What's
it is
over?
not premeditated by showing that the victim wrote a note. If she had planned this from the start, she would not have allowed to just left him alone, still alive, to write a note that could, like, connect her back to something.
True. I don't...
Nope.
Alright, french fry and keyhole time.
Yep. It's french fry time. Like, god fucking damn, dude.
What's the new piece of evidence you have? Oh, the picture, right?
Yeah.
I see.
She couldn't... If she premeditated it, she would have had to premeditate it over the course of 6 minutes. Because that's when Edgeworth's car got there.
Yeah, she premeditated it.
God damn it, dude!
Okay, no.
Fuck me! What the fuck is this game? That absolutely fucking proves it couldn't have been premeditated. Like, fucking hell, man.
Do we break out the...
Nope.
No. Turns around to Emma. I'm sorry, I think your sister did it. I'm out. Really, the answer is to throw your badge in her face. Your Honor, I am a defense attorney.
If it was premeditated, why did she leave his card at the scene of the crime? No.
It could... Do we have to go back and press everything? Like, is it now that this information has been revealed, there's now new shit?
I fucking hope not. Colette, do we have to fucking press something now to continue the game? Wait.
No, you have the evidence you need.
Usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. How the fuck did she know that if it was planned? Awaga!
Okay.
Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon, a red car. It all belonged to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Your prosecutors bad people.
That's what you sound like, chat. That's what you sound like in my head.
God.
Now everyone at home, when you have that, dialogue coming from the gallery, you all have to say that out loud as you are watching the stream, okay?
Okay.
The knife and the
We
traumatized
trust
kill
that you
Shadow.
voice acted. We trust that you were voice acting at home. The knife. Edgeworth's knife. The knife used to kill Goodman. Edgeworth's knife. That knife. Probably our prosecutors bad people.
Oh, yo. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, Why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Oh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
Smart, smart, smart!
Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor.
Everybody in the jury, get him! Great show, Miss Valentine. My sister's as good as free. Oh no, Edgeworth's confident. Valentine. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned.
Get out of my head!
No, not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated murder theory.
Hi, Knack, by the way. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The phrase should be couldn't care less.
Correct.
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Oh, the one that goes beep beep boo boo beep boop beep boop boop bop.
Beep boo boo bop boo boo bop.
Boo beep boo beep. Boo boo bop.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now?
Testimony is not a deduction.
Witness
A testimony is
testimony.
a testimony.
Angel's deduction.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
There was only one knife wound. Bitch.
Well, that's
Get
easy.
fucked. I bite my thumb at you.
Ow.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I mean, maybe in 4 art, yes. Cross-examination. Angel's deduction.
Somebody from the jury just said that.
A
One
waga!
knife wound. Easy.
You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my Moss surprise!
Oh my gosh, you made this box special for Chris Deltarune!
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed?
Witness?
What am I, Chops, Beanie? You got the crime scene set, right?
What am I, a fucking Nero?
I wrap you up in pita bread, dear.
Oh,
And
ah.
I put tomatoes and tzatziki sauce in the pita bread. And then I kiss you instead of taking a bite.
Oh, yay!
And I unwrap you, and then, oh no, we gotta take your clothes to the washing machine because I put sauce on it.
Dear!
Oops.
Oh, thanks.
I do like
Like-
to think that there's like a huge stack of lunches on the judge's like table right now.
Yeah, I have to call to notice, like, we've seen what this courtroom looks like. Her arm would have to stretch like 15 feet to reach the judge, or every single time she's leaving the witness stand and walking up to the judge's seat. Every single time.
Here's the crime scene set, and I also have a few orders of jury bribery for jurors 2, 3, and 4. She's chucking them at him!
God! Woo! Like fucking frisbees.
God. I figure I should do this now rather than later. I gotta pee.
Oh, okay. She's the pisser just during a time when she had some dialogue to read. This is so sad.
Well, it's because I am in control of the pace right now, so I'm gonna piss.
Oh my god. God. Or what was like the phrasing that they used? It was in some Cartoon Network show. You know, since Frisbee is technically a brand name, they said like, you know, generic flying plastic disc or something like that to try to get around the fact that they couldn't get the rights to use Frisbees in their in the script for their show. I don't remember if it was like regular show or Adventure Time or something. It was like one of those from when I was a wee bab watching Cartoon Network. Every single one of these images gets funnier and funnier when you imagine her in her true form. It's true. It's true. That's why they call it the true form.
I return. Alright. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
Her red muffler?
Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose.
Sure, dude. She's right. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd you mistook that for splattered blood?
Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib.
Judge with
Baby
a
court.
bib. That's why this place feels so much like baby court sometimes.
Awesome, our bit has precedent. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony.
Miss Valentine, this is our chance!
Chance for what, I wonder? Star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her.
I want to play Goo Goo Babies with Edgeworth.
Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax, and even a really short wick will burn longer.
This isn't a fucking stepladder. Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Obviously.
Oh gosh.
Chat, she isn't wearing the scarf in the photo.
Why? Yeah, like, huh? What?
Chat,
You gave us that evidence, and then
she
you
isn't wearing this. She isn't wearing it in the photo. Alaga. Piece of shit. Miss Star, I demand an explanation.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
We're tag teaming him, but like he keeps trying to steal the kill credit.
It's really funny.
God.
What? The suspect was not wearing. He stole it from you.
Yeah.
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you've finally found your true calling in life.
Oh, harsh words, but good.
The judge has to
Yeah,
hand it
Mr.
to
Edgeworth
everybody in the
prevails.
world except for Phoenix Wright.
Uh-huh. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? A euro?
But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What?
Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things, accurately at least. Only some.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. That's a wide open touchdown for St. Brown.
Oh, I forgot the game started. Wow,
Yeah.
8 minutes in? Holy cow.
Yeah. 27-yard touchdown reception. Hell yeah.
Hella. The most important part...
The part where your sister stabs the victim. His next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Witness testimony. Apprehending the suspect. Okay, so this is all the shit about, like, okay, but you didn't see her fucking making the phone call?
Yeah. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler.
Fucking because they're always pointing at the fucking heavy taunt kill. Edgeworth went, pow, ha. And got the kill credit.
God.
What is she even talking about? Anyways,
I read it.
okay.
That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
Sure
Smiles. She's large.
You
Smiles.
are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star.
She's run out of food analogies. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Note to self, Miss Valentine is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Venomous. But who's keeping track?
Scientifically speaking. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Roar!
Well, I guess that's their species now.
She's now a leopard.
And that, her and the sister are both leopards now. Understood.
Goodness.
Very well, Miss Valentine. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Cross-examination. Apprehending the suspect.
Is this new? No.
So, where is this partition on the floor plans?
I'm sure she means this wall next to the car.
That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then?
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was...
She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes?
You're doing this on Foundry with like the measuring
Yeah.
tool.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
But
The small stutter in her dialogue makes me think that that's not actually where she was standing, but she's going.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
it.
again, she was in this. She was, going to her hubby in the security room. So I presume that she was actually up here, looking over the wall, not over here. And she simply went down the stairs to apprehend her here by the telephone.
Yeah, she's just going with it. We're not supposed to know that.
Like, she thought
We're
to, like,
too
make
smart.
a call with her cell phone. And she's like, hey, wait, no, I shouldn't do that. She drops that, scrambles over to this telephone, tries to make a call. Angel Star arrests her.
Yeah.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
Amazing. A cough-up queen. Lunch lady athlete, indeed.
Fucking hilarious to think about with how she actually looks.
God. Peyton is saying she simply walks through the wall with her mask.
God!
Yeah, no, she just like climbs over, and it's just a feat of fucking the force of nature going over the fence. It's taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How did this guy not get away?
It's gonna be that truck there. To climb onto the fucking truck.
She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say?
Yeah, she has rose gold agility. If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
No, you fucking wouldn't have, bitch! No, do you
We're
not
gonna
remember
find
your
that you
first
didn't-
testimony where you were leaving out a ton of details? No, the hell you wouldn't have.
God, we are absolutely going to find out more about this later.
Uh-huh. I mean, one, if she said something, if she said the word muffler and that's all that Angel Star remembers, she could have been talking about the muffler on the car for all we know.
gosh.
As in the bit of the
True.
exhaust pipe that, you know, makes the engine noise quieter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. That's a car part.
Just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Ah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now the phone call gets introduced.
Well?
Oh shit, I forgot I had to...
This is your character, dear!
I did the Edgeworth line and I'm like, well, I'm done. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
Horny?
No, the court doesn't see, Mr.
Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right, near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
Hi, Ease. We're making jokes about how immense Angel Star is.
Uh-huh. You know, in her true form.
Yeah. This is but a shell of what she really looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna DM the thing that... I think you've already seen it, but I'll DM it to you anyway.
Uh-huh.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order for that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? What happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Bitch, this is the law!
Lana's cell phone updated in the court record. The word muffler was overheard during a phone call made to Emma at 5:18.
Is this new?
Yeah. But don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Ah, I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Calling Edgeworth a rookie is funny. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. Wait, she was behind a fucking wall!
During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Miss Valentine?
But you couldn't have seen it if it was behind the wall. Awaga!
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
thank God we're out of French fry and keyhole state.
Yeah. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction in your testimony. How do you explain this?
Well, Miss Star, that sounds like you have a bias. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh shit, a GM scene. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
Ahem. And let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true,
I gotta take dogs, dear.
you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. And so you
Dear,
will
I
sit
gotta
here
take
and wait for
dogs.
Meadow to get back. we got time to kill, folks. What do we think of the case so far, everyone? What do we think of the trial? We're just hanging out. That is by ass. Yes, excuse me. I would like to make it clear to the court that the suspect personally fired me from a job, and I'm still mad about it. Is in fact a bias against the defendant. I just want to have that appear on the court record so that there is no mistake being made about that. I'm glad that you have been enjoying the stream so far. We have fun here, folks. We have fun here. My official and unbiased opinion of this case is as follows. This is a load of barnacles. I'll show you a ass. She fucking sits right on me and I am flattened into a complete pancake. They gotta freaking peel me off the floor, dude. It's messed up. Hit him with the silly billies. God. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi. Hi, Ampharos. Yay, bringing light to this court case. Hello. And I'm sorry, but Beto is gone taking the dogs right now, so we're going to have to wait for her to get back before we can continue the stream. That's just enough time for me to catch you all up on the state of the case right now, I suppose. By the way, she's bisexual. I didn't know that. Gosh. Yeah, I have observed so much corruption. God. Man, yeah, so, oh, not corruption, but Koru Observer today, I see. Fascinating, fascinating. Because you've seen Koru, and over here in the court, we've seen corruption. Isn't that cool? Pshin. Yeah, so we were really struggling with the case to start because this is the first time in the series so far that what is important is that you press statements in the right order to find the contradiction rather than just pressing everything and then finding the right thing to the right the evidence to state against it. So that had me stumped for a minute, but now her whole case is kind of fallen apart a wee bit, which is, yeah, making it so that each other little excuse that she makes one after another is giving me a series of easy wins. Every little bit of evidence we've collected over the first day is coming together here in this moment, one after another, boom, 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 just to say, no, that didn't happen. Didn't happen like that. She wasn't wearing the scarf, actually. And all of that, so yeah, it's certainly obtuse to start, but it is obtuse because it wants to create the satisfying moment of going from this testimony is perfect to wait a minute, actually she's just stumbling through all of her excuses and keeps making contradiction after contradiction after contradiction. Which, like, yeah, that is kind of the Ace Attorney experience. But, you know, I wish that they didn't just randomly introduce a new game mechanic to the trial here. In order to allow us to get to that point. Could you say she's a mountain of an obstacle? Oh yeah, by the way, like, yeah, we're headcanoning that this lady, because the one right on screen right here is because she is food themed. We are headcanoning her as like a funny furry lady who is like at least like 500 pounds, because like that's cute. And I like her that way, so that's what she looks like in my world. Yeah, this case makes leaps in mechanics, yeah, because it is built onto 3 games worth of mechanics, yeah. Yeah, so it's like retroactively imagining that you have played the first 3 games, even though this is the first game to be released in the US. She's just so full of contradictions. As full of that dress is with her. So yeah, that's how things have been going. Could be better. Could be worse. Shy. As they say in the industry, Shahi.
Habo. Yeah, I saw you describe that earlier, Ease. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Alright. Taking a sip. I make a noise here.
I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
What?
Mods! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
That's quite a claim, Miss Valentine. But perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about where she saw it from. She was up in the security room with her boyfriend.
If not that, maybe the order of events given, I don't know, maybe the telephone,
I think
the cell phone.
It has to be where she saw it from. Because the only way that you can see both sides of the partition is from the security room.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which lie? Where the fuck do I start, bud? Where she saw it. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie, I see.
But say the witness actually did see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
At least let me lie to the court. Hey, hang on, wait.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Miss Valentine. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place where my Wiz Star witnessed this crime was here. The security room. Take that!
The pointing out of bounds.
This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned.
I might liken it to some sort of Five Nights at Freddy's.
What
What?
are you talking about?
Who said that?
It came out of your mouth, Your Honor.
No.
What? But...
It's new.
What? DL6.
God.
DL7.
Objection. The judge doesn't know what computer games is. They don't know, but they've actually got like a PC with Steam on it, up like behind the the judge's desk.
It's got a PC with Steam, as in it's a Steam-powered computer.
God, so dear, continue, please.
Yes. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there.
So, I really wish we got a camera angle that let us pan up to see the security office.
Yeah, that's too complex for the DS, I suppose. Instead, you just
Yeah.
got the dialogue in. There was dialogue in the first day of investigation, which says like, yeah, so that's the security office. From there, you'd be able to see the entire parking lot. And then, you know, she makes a joke about, like, oh, it must be cafe security. Noting that down.
Yeah.
So it
okay,
seems like
okay,
throwaway joke dialogue, but actually it is very important to the case because, again, her boyfriend is Mike Schmidt, the security officer there. From FNAF.
But why
Yes.
there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men?
Well, there's your mistake, Miss Starr. I'm a woman.
Fuck. To think that the tables could be turned. Today, men and also Shbibis, I'm going to rectify that. Today, a Shbibi has got the better of Angel Star.
Mods! Witness, what have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
Guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Miss Valentine, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
Wait a minute. She had to lie to give a cover story for whoever took that photo.
Ah!
Because she wasn't on the other side of the fence.
God.
It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So, tell us, what her reason was, Miss Valentine?
Huh? Me? I mean, I know it.
Who else?
Miss Valentine, let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the... Oh, come on. What? The photo! What? The photo! Are you stupid? Is this game stupid? It's the fucking picture! It was the fucking picture! What the fuck do you mean? Fine, the distance to the crime. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Miss Valentine, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Awaga! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it took her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye?
Well, witness?
You.
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
And I checked the cameras, and I checked on Foxy, and I shut the doors.
Chica's gone. Chica's here. Chica's gone. Yarhar! Ow! If anybody wants to know what I'm referencing, watch the Viva Reverie Five Nights at Freddy's, but really, really fast video.
Uh-huh.
The one where they're speedrunning it.
Yeah.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Your size, how fast can you really skedaddle?
Ah.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
But the wall was in the way. Like, from the door.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene
Wait.
of the crime.
That was mine. Oh well.
Oh, sorry.
5 minutes?
She changed
This
voices.
changes things considerably.
Are you 5 nights at fucking kidding me?
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
That's not a spork. Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Cyrus, you don't understand. 9 perjuries and you get a free ice cream in this system.
Yeah, if you just perjury a lot of times, you get so much free ice cream.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's Valentine, you have to do something. Slap the lunch out of his hands.
Do you have any evidence to stop this?
Well, which french fry should we put in the keyhole this time? I wish you can submit 2 pieces of evidence. Because that's
Right.
like the range of times.
Yeah. Look, it's 6 minutes, right?
Yeah.
6 minutes between that and the phone call, which is accurate to her taking at least 5 minutes to get from there to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What statement had just been made? Fuck. What am I specifically objecting to? Do you remember here?
Was it the statement about it taking 5 minutes? Can somebody in chat just like make sure that we understand what the statement is that we are objecting to?
Yeah, hold on. Can someone like rewind the footage for a second? I forgot what I'm specifically supposed to be presenting evidence against.
we got lost in the
Okay, it's the 5 minutes statement, and it's 6 minutes per this, right? Well, if it 5 minutes. If you... Okay, so the phone call when she grabbed Lana Sky's arm was at 5:18. 5 minutes before then would have been 5:13. 1 minute after Edgeworth pulled into the parking garage, how the hell was Edgeworth not there?
Yeah, hang on.
It's pretty sure it takes you more than 1 minute to get your car into the garage, park it, turn the car off, get out of the car, and then completely leave the room.
I am unreasonably efficient at doing that. I pride myself on it.
Awaga! 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta to knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange?
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well,
So I guess they're not using the same logic that we're going off of, but I feel like we're going to touch on
flee
this.
the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
The judge is now the defendant.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you sit around for 5 minutes and then let your picture get taken by someone running in from another room if this was premeditated?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude.
Well then.
If it was premeditated, she would have chosen the right time and gotten the fuck out of there. Controlled for all these things.
In any case,
It seems we have come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Miss Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Miss Valentine.
That was too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, chat is adjourned.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh my god. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Oh, a triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Not totally not a bribe.
Open bribery! This is so fucking funny!
This guy should be disbarred and sent back to baby court.
He can't be in baby court. He's not a baby! He's an old man! He would have to be a
boy,
baby.
I love open bribery.
Good lord, man. Okay,
Well, let's hear about this decisive evidence.
yeah,
Like the
mistrial,
lunch man
mistrial. Start over.
Good lord. If only the concept of a mistrial existed in this universe, dude.
Right?
I feel like a mistrial would have to reset the 3-day timer.
God, true. Maybe that's why they don't
Like
allow
the-
mistrials, is because could make things take more than 3 days.
Good
Oh, thanks for the
lord.
gift sub, Cyrus.
Oh my god, open bribe.
God.
God, like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Cyanide.
I pull out a gun.
Witness testimony. Decisive evidence.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. You sure fucking should have. Now, to the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said,
It's simple, sis.
I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
Right, and why she had to get good with the sheriff so that she would be allowed to snoop around the crime scene.
Yeah. And you had blood tests performed,
In one day?
didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law, which will surely be followed at all times throughout the remainder of this series from the time I mention it.
Uh-huh.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Miss Valentine?
Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Look at him, he's doing like fist pumps and stuff over there.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. Let me finish Rule 2, bitch! As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Miss Valentine?
Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. I mean, he looks like a skeleton over there. I don't think
Rule
that's
2,
his Halloween
no.
costume, Emma.
Rule 2, no evidence presented by a Kappa polyamorous couple will be approved of.
How
could at least
oddly
study
specific, yet pertinent to the current case.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim's shoe added to the court record. White enamel shoe. Bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Skye.
Very well, Miss Valentine, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination. Decisive evidence.
I should have mentioned. Oh, wait, no, this is all. Okay.
Remember, dear, when it says cross-examination, it's all old.
Okay.
When it says witness testimony, it's all new.
Okay. Smiles.
Okay, now I just have to, like, press everything, because for all I know, pressing this could be a gate that keeps me from getting the right information out of the later presses, so that sucks. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
This when the suspect is admitting she did it?
Well, false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. I mean, unless you get the free ice cream, but then you'd have to be enrolled in the program, and... Well, generally you require a prosecutor's signature in order to accomplish that, but clearly with your vendetta against Mr. Edgeworth in particular, I doubt that you would have anything of the sort. Let's just get this over with.
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. And Spibi.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next.
So you brought it to the forensics department?
You're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
She got away with her little Q because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie.
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
What the fuck?
That's just a figure of speech, Miss Valentine.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. I was gonna say A, B, O, and AB is not the only types.
Yeah, there's also
Or
plus
so
and
I
minus.
hear. Yeah.
That's pretty specific.
If I had a little more time.
We did tests in like my freshman biology class back in high school, and I found that I was like A- type.
Gosh. I got an F- in blood.
No!
Oh god, I don't know what my blood type is.
That's
I do
okay,
not
dear.
know.
You don't need to know.
I know I'm not one of the special, like, universal recipient or universal donor blood types, but I don't know which of them I am. I feel like I remember hearing that I'm like a B something, maybe.
Maybe.
This says something, this would tell us something in Japanese culture. Because Japan loves blood types, like
True.
horoscopes. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skies.
Oh, so the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Here?
Sorry, sorry, someone was messaging me about One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
okay. Some like it hot, Miss Valentine. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Miss Valentine, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Traces of victim's blood, not the suspect's blood.
Why would the suspect's blood be there? What happened?
And because whatever got the suspect's blood onto the shoe, it wasn't the knife.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the time of the murder, or else it would have had both of their blood on the knife.
I can't wait to find out the truth of this case. This is sounding fucking fascinating.
If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Miss Valentine has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Oh. Oh, hey, why is it on the bottom?
yeah, this fell onto the shoe when she stabbed him. There is already blood there that she was walking on.
Yeah.
Take that! I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Huh. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Because there was no blood until, like... Am I tracking this the right? There wouldn't have been blood, and, like... Okay, the witness has also threatened to murder the defense.
Oh!
What?
No blood on the ground. No blood on the ground. Don't eat ass in the hall. Also, you can very clearly see that she is wearing black shoes, not white shoes.
Pokemon black shoes and Pokemon white shoes.
Holy shit.
Hi, Lunia.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Take that. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint.
And note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha!
There's a different feel in British English.
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Awaga! Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Mods! Well, witness?
What? Huh? Great going, Miss Valentine, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Miss Valentine, think!
I don't
brain
know
blast.
why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What? I see.
Get what?
Now I get it. Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. She. Oh. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeburn. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness? Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
still don't get it, Miss Valentine? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Ah! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Miss Valentine, do something! Please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But... Enough! There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well.
Tom?
I thought you'd had your fill.
Oh, that's
Here
Gibbs
you
in
are,
open grass.
demanding.
That's Gibbs running for daylight. That's touchdown Gibbs. It's gonna be 14-0 in the
fucking
second
go.
quarter.
Let's fucking go. I thought you'd had your fill, but here
78
you are
yard
demanding a
rushing touchdown
second
for
helping.
Jameer Gibbs. Fuck yes. Go Lions.
Woo! I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness. Don't tell me you have something else.
This is really Columbo doing the just one more thing.
And just one more thing, Your Honor.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the Kaffa Queen. Look at this. What the fuck, man?
A photograph?
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Oh, I see no room for error in this evidence.
Miss Valentine, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Also, Edgeworth's license plate number is like 58V8.
Yeah. Also, wait. They're saying this is Lana Sky's. This is Lana Sky's shoe. Right?
Now they've been saying the victim's shoe.
Oh
the
no,
whole
the
time.
victim's shoe. Okay, not the accused shoe. Okay. I was about to say, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Did they not notice his big sock floating out there?
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. Guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right, Valentine. Wet or not? Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time, I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Awaga! Your Honor, wait.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Valentine, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
God.
Oh, and I think that's yet another Buccaneers wide receiver down for the count.
Oof.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, are they on, like, the 10th string now?
Let me check, because apparently the Buccaneers had, like, two of their guys, like, you know, questionable in practice, but then they, like, actually, like, are here, I think.
Pirates in shambles. Lord.
Yeah, the Mike Evans, that was Mike Evans, who I think was one of the questionable ones, was like, oh, good, he's
yeah,
back.
you probably shouldn't have sent him on a deep jump ball play where he took a tumble.
Hospital ball.
Lord.
They still have Emeka Egbuka, though, who's been tearing the league up.
I suppose, since we've come this far, we should get every claim a fair shake. Very well, Miss Valentine. Show the court the problem with this photograph.
Why does he have belts on his shirt cuffs?
There's something in the muffler.
Hey, hang on.
The problem in this photograph is here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also a part on a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What's that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Awaga! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Miss Valentine has on her mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
Take that! Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
That's that. Muffler. Yeah!
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh!
She's been abducted.
Mons, why did you do anything about that? Our witness was just abducted.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed.
I suppose so.
Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now.
This chat will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all.
He's still hungry? To be continued in the next stream.
Wowee.
Oh my god, what a roller coaster that was. I was wondering when we were going to get around to trial ladder. Like in the first 4 cases, that would be okay, now we have to suspend a trial until the next day, go get a bunch of new evidence, talk to new people, and then have day 2 of the trial. But now they're just sending someone to fetch the one piece of evidence and we're getting right back at it. So that's going to be interesting indeed. Like, holy shit, we spent so much time just cross-examining this one person.
Yeah.
It is insane. And I hope that you will enjoy the insanity continuing. And next time, on Ace Attorney, same time next week, where we will be continuing with the first day of trial, second half. 30-minute recess, actually 1 week.
Man, that 30-minute recess felt like a whole week.
Gosh. There's one person who has committed perjury, bribery, threats of murder.
It's been... dear, we need to say it's been the
True.
next time. Sorry, Val, you came in at the end? Oh, next stream you'll be in England. Have a good one, Ease.
Oh boy, have fun with that. You will be watching this stream at like 10 p.m. over there. So that'll be fun.
Oh, Coletta's doing a shiny hunt right at the
Awesome,
end
we
here.
won't forget this time. Also, just so you know, there is video footage at the start of this stream. You didn't get it.
Yeah, your first one didn't win.
So yes, so let us head on over to the interlude screen.
It's...
Okay. Gotta open random.org.
Gamba.
Yeah. I guess. Okay. So.
Oh, and Peep is doing one now too, so
Alright.
we got some veritable gamblers here tonight.
7335.
Alright. And then Peep.
1357.
And Tex.
1421.
And RT Universo 1.
2533.
Alright.
So yeah, I hope that
That
you all
seems to be it
enjoyed,
for
and I
now.
hope that you all are excited for next time, just as much as I am. Also, do remember, we will be continuing to Slotcast on Saturdays. We will just be hanging out in the Leaf Green post-game, grinding some experience and evolutions we still need to get for the decks. Maybe trying to go through the ordeal of EV training a Larvitar, because that, for some reason, seemed like a fun idea to me. But yeah, I am very excited to see you all in the next one. For now, I hope that you all have a good day, a good night, a good week, and a good however long it is until we see each other again. Bye-bye.